van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and he has... What do you think, Sarah, of this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. No. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say that basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you for joining in. We are live on both platforms, on Facebook and also on YouTube. On Facebook and on YouTube, we are live. So give it a like button, share this video. If you can hit that bell on YouTube and also on Facebook, it will help to break those algorithms and we can reach a little bit of more people. The situation, it is getting critical in the part of Del Rio, Texas, as it's surpassing 15,000 migrants now. It's going on 16, almost 17,000 as information coming in from people that they live close to Ciudad Acuña. That is the part that connects to Del Rio, Texas. It is unbelievable what is happening in the part of Del Rio. With it is more than 17,000, almost 15 plus thousand migrants that they are stationed right there. It is the most biggest migrant camp in history in a border. It is the biggest migrant camp in history. A lot of misinformation has scrambled around the borders. And it has, been passing around. It is critical and it is important that we know exactly what is happening. They are saying that these people pass by the 12th of September caravans. That is a false and a fake information. It is not reliable information. These people have not passed the caravans. Have you guys saw what we broadcast and what the whole, international networks broadcast before the 12th of September and after the 12th of September? The Mexican government and the National Guard have done the best that they can to their abilities to dismantle and disarticulate 4 caravans. They were approximately between 2,000 to 6,000 people. Between 2,000 to 4,000 people, not exaggerating, between 2,000 to 4,000 people. Those caravans were scattered and the majority were there. They were returned back to the port of Tapachula. Now, all these 15,000, as we have said before, in the years that we have broadcasting, we have told everybody in the United States and Mexico that the stay in Mexico policy created a backlash for a lot of people to migrate into the United States of America. This was to create a better security and sovereignty for the United States of America, but ultimately affected the Mexican people, the country that I live in. Why? Because all the people stayed over here and there was no eligible process to go to the United States of America. Too massive of influx. It was too big. So all these people stayed in the borders or close to the borders, and they were awaiting for the perfect timing and moment so they can go to a particular point so they can enter. This is the current situation, what is happening. As you get the numbers scattered all over the borders right now, you got close to 150 to 200,000 migrants that they're awaiting to go in. This is an actual factual number. You can go to the Institute National of Immigration of Mexico and you can search how much petitions are being put in the borders of Mexico with the United States, in the borders, at every border, like Tamaulipas, like Nuevo León, like Coahuila, like Sonora, like Juárez, like Arizona, close to Arizona, Sonoita, Baja California. All the municipal cities that connect to the United States of America, it rounds up between a number between 150 to 200,000. Now, it does not mean that those 150 to 200,000 they want to go to the United States of America. A lot of them have stayed over here. A lot of them have created their lives and jobs over here. But the vast majority of them, they want to go to the United States. This adding what it's waiting for the visa transit in Tapachula. There is 120,000 that they are waiting in Tapachula to exit, to move to the north. Ultimately, you have roughly around 300 to 400,000 migrants that they are awaiting in the whole country of Mexico to enter or to get a better opportunity to go to the United States of America, or, or ultimately to stay in our country in some other place. Now, what is happening right now in towards to how they are getting stopped? There's buses that they're coming out right now of San Fernando. This is a municipal city that is located underneath Tamaulipas. San Fernando, it is a municipal city that is located, as you guys can see right here. This is the border of Laredo, Texas, and it goes all the way to McAllen right here. If we focus real close right here, you will see right there. You will see that there is Reynosa, that is Matamoros, and it connects all the way to Rio Grande, Roma, Texas. That is where our partner Anthony has broadcast before, McAllen, Texas, and Harlingen, Texas, all these places, right? The place that they're getting stopped because buses are coming out, it is this place in particular. It is San Fernando right here. San Fernando, it is close to the municipal city of the state of Tamaulipas. As you guys can see right here, this is Tamaulipas. Right here. San Fernando is located on the north side of Tamaulipas. What they were trying to do is go around this place and land over here in San Fernando. Go around Tamaulipas. San Fernando is right here. It's close to the Elegido de San Miguel. Now, I have told you guys before that a lot of these migrants, they're coming in through the sea and they're coming in through the Gulf of Mexico. This is the Gulf of Mexico. San Fernando, and it's in a connection to El Porvenir, to Las Carreras, to El Rancho Magueyes, to all these municipal cities, as you guys can see right here, San Jose de los Leones, Las Esmeraldas, El Carrizo, La Pesca, all the way connects, all the way to Tampico. All these places have been massively influxed through the Gulf of Mexico, smuggling migrants in through the Gulf of Mexico to change the route and not enter to Tapachula and to enter to the Gulf of Mexico. Yesterday, a statement was released by the National Guard of Mexico saying there is going to be a massive influx through the sea and nobody is talking about it. This was a message that it was delivered to me by a National Guard officer. There is a massive influx coming in through the Gulf of Mexico and also through the jungles, that they are avoiding inspection points, and they're going around inspection points so they can get to the particular point that is Ciudad Acuña del Rio, Texas. The majority of these migrants have lived before in places like Chile, Argentina, Brazil, Centroamérica, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Honduras, Peru. También also they have lived in Guatemala. They have lived in a lot of countries. All these migrants, they have traveled for 10 countries. You guys have seen statements and you guys have seen interviews that they have traveled to 10 countries. The majority, ultimately, the majority of the migrants that they're located right now underneath Del Rio, 80 to 90% are from Haiti. And this is a clear explanation that all of the majority of the migrants that they are stationed right there, it is because Joe Biden said we are stopping the deportations directly to Haiti. This created an idea on the migrants from Haiti that they are not going to get deported and they are going to get accepted into the United States. Also, in Tapachula, they are getting ready, if the United States takes the decision of deporting them ultimately to the airport of Tapachula, which I have been reporting in the past month. Flights coming out of Harlingen, Texas, McAllen, Texas, full with deportees from Guatemala under Title 42. This will create also a collapse in the border of Tapachula. If the migrants from Haiti are going to be returned back to Tapachula, it's going to create an enormous collapse. This situation right here that is located underneath the bridge of Del Rio, Texas, has to be addressed and fixed on these couple of days. You cannot let this situation exacerbate more than 2, 3, 4 days. If you, the municipal president, or the mayor, as you guys say, the mayor in Del Rio, does not have communication with the municipal president of Acuña, you have a big problem. There needs to be a communication factor between two governments, the government of the United States and the government of Mexico, of what the hell they're going to do with these hundreds and thousands of people. What they are going to do. If they don't communicate, because if the United States says this, the United States is going to say this: I'm going to accept them and then return them back to Haiti, or I will not allow this massive influx. If they take this decision, what do you think the Mexican government is going to do? The Mexican government is going to say, well, I don't have nowhere to house them. I have nowhere to shelter them. I have nowhere to put them. So let them stay right there. So this will create a massive campsite, as you guys are seeing right now. This will create a massive campsite. This is why it is so important for the Mexican government to have communication, el gobierno de Acuña, the government of Acuña, to have communication with the government and the mayor of Del Rio, Texas, or what is the alternative? What is option B going to be? Because this is going to create a collapse on the city of Acuña, as has created a collapse in the city of Tapachula. You guys seen it. So if the government of the United States is going to say, like, you know what, I don't care, that's it, I'm closed, where is the repercussion and where is the responsibility of the Biden administration towards their country neighbor, that is our country of Mexico? And ultimately, where's the Mexican president addressing this? How in the hell 15,000 people got all together? How did all these 15,000+ people got all together right now and said, We are going through the same place to the same particular point, and we're going to camp out right there. This is magically orchestrated, and it is not a conspiracy theory, and it is not creating hysteria at the border like incompetent people say. This is orchestrated, and over here in Mexico, all of us know that this was orchestrated by somebody for these people to travel freely into this particular places and to unite in that particular standpoint. So let me go back to the map. They're getting stopped in San Fernando, and we have multiple evidence that they're getting stopped right here as buses are trying to leave Tamaulipas. Tamaulipas, it is a state that has had a lot of influx in the past. You can see Tamaulipas right here, as I'm signalizing it right there. Tamaulipas. And it is close to the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of mass migration has been occurring, as I'm going to be traveling soon to show you how the mass migration has been entering from the Gulf of Mexico, that is ultimately extremely important. From Veracruz, from the port of Campeche, from the port of Tabasco, from the port of Veracruz, and from all the ports of entry through the Gulf of Mexico, there's a mass migration that is occurring. Why? Because they know that through Tapachula, they are going to be stopped, and they're smuggling a lot of people through the Gulf of Mexico. Is it a long route? Yes, it is. Is it a difficult route? Yes, it is. Is it impossible? No, it's not. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless everybody that is sharing this live feed. Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Give it a like on YouTube and Facebook. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom link if you guys like to contribute. Also, our PayPal is right there. Everything is going to our travel fund, as we are going to be traveling soon. So you see right here. Let's go back to the video, to the map. So it's San Fernando. Let me just right there. Right there. You see where it's Acuña right now. Acuña is all the way over here. I'm signalizing right there. All the way over here. Where the problem is located at, that is where that is the particular point right there. Ciudad Acuña. That is the border that connects to Del Rio. All these borders have been greatly affected by this mass migration. Got Matamoros. You got right here Matamoros. You got also Tamaulipas that they're entering through the Gulf. You got right here Reynosa that connects to McAllen. You got Nuevo León. You have also Monclova that is close to Laredo. Piedras Negras that is close to Del Rio, and Ciudad Acuña that is right there in Del Rio. So let me just go. So I will tell you where the buses are getting stopped. The buses, the bus station that is particularly distributing, it is this one right here, San Fernando, the municipal city of San Fernando. They're stopping they're stopping buses right here, and the route takes them all the way. Their point is to get all the way, hold on, all the way over here. There we go. Ciudad Acuña. That is where Del Rio is located at. Right here, Del Rio. This is where we got the massive problem right now. This right here. This video was provided by MX Noticias. Of a migrant that is getting stopped in San Fernando. A migrant that is getting stopped in San Fernando. Here is a video of several migrants, but this is one of the migrants that is getting stopped in San Fernando. This is a live feed, and I will translate what this migrant from Haiti is saying right here. As you see, the National Guard, they already started their operations to be inspectioning buses. This has started since at the initiation of the week. I reported that in Tapachula, there were 15 buses that they were stopped. Tapachula is the border that connects to Guatemala. All these 15 buses, they were supposed to go to where? Where do we have the problem right now? Ciudad Acuña. So this is created. This massive influx has to be structured all the way from the south in a connection to people with the north. Somebody structured and somebody manipulated all of this into a perfect strategy to have 15 plus thousand people underneath the bridge over Del Rio, Texas. And it has to do also ultimately with the statement of Joe Biden saying, I'm not going to deport people all the way to Haiti. These people in the Biden administration, they don't know how their statements affect the world. They're really incompetent. What Jen Psaki says in the statements, what Joe Biden, what Kamala Harris, they say, they're extremely incompetent. They don't know that every word counts. Every word counts. This is an interview right here from a migrant from Haiti. Look at what he says right here.
Vai buscar fronteira para sair. Nós somos não vai ficar aqui todo é bicho. Não respeita. Tem que respeitar haitiano. Nós somos
respect Haitis. Respect people from Haiti. We're not criminals. We're migrants.
animal. Nós somos igual com Mexico.
We're not animals. We're not the same as Mexicans. Look what he said.
Nós somos igual. Lá no Haiti, Mexico tem ambassade lá no Haiti.
We're not Mexicans. We're people from Haiti. Treat us like migrants from Haiti.
Somos respeitar Mexico lá no Haiti. Tem que respeitar. Sem vergonha. Tem que respeitar. Nós somos ladrona. Nós somos trabalhador. Aqui não tem trabalho para nós. Nós estamos buscando vida melhor. Tem que respeitar Haitiano.
We're looking for a better life. We're looking for a better work, a place to work.
Nós somos igual.
We're not the same.
Hubo agresión por parte de los de migración. ¿Qué les dijeron de?
Precisa.
Where there was aggression on the immigration officers or the National Guard towards you?
Para cadeira, para devolve.
Ajá.
Eu pagar 30,000 pesos. Das para 30,000 pesos. Muito ladrão na taxi mexicano.
I have paid 30,000 pesos to transport myself out of these places. 30,000 pesos is around almost 2,000, close to $2,000.
Roubar meu dinheiro. Sem
And a lot of these people get the money because I know what people are going to start saying. Where did they get the money, Oscar? They get the money from people that they live in the United States of America or they have sold their properties in their native land. Before everybody starts making their really everyday comment.
por nada. Sem levar. Todo o dinheiro quase acabou aqui. O federal do brasileiro, viva federal do brasileiro, trata nós bem, aceita nós bem lá no Brasil.
This is a migrant also that has apparently speaking in Portuguese, and he's saying that he has lived in Brazil. That that also they're treating bad the people from Brazil, and they are that he has spent all his money trying to travel to the north.
Dá nós documento, dá nossa oportunidade para trabalhar lá no Brasil. Mas quando nós ficar com vergonha, todo trata nós mal. Cala a boca. Trata nós muito mal aqui no México.
They all treat us bad right here in Mexico. They all treat us bad right here in Mexico. They treat us bad right here, and we want to go to Ciudad Acuña. Ciudad Acuña, it is where it connects to Del Rio, Texas. That is the particular situation. This is a migrant that it was stopped in the part of San Fernando, which I just shown you. The part of San Fernando, it is the municipal city that is outside of Tamaulipas, that it connects to the Gulf of Mexico. These are, people that they are being stopped on the buses, that they have bought a ticket to move, from San Fernando, that is a municipal city in Mexico, all the way to Ciudad Acuña, that there's a lot of routes that they can take to go around inspection points. But this is a migrant that particularly got stopped. And he's really upset with other people as, these inspection points have been put out in different parts close to the border.
Nós somos está passando. Nós somos trabalhador. Eu não sou ladrão.
We are hard workers. We only want to work. Where is ACNUR? Look at the question that they ask. And this is the question that I wanted to say, where is ACNUR? Do you know who is ACNUR? The Commission of Refugees. That is ACNUR. The Commission of the United Nations. That is ACNUR. Now, that is the question that I want to ask right now. Where is the United Nations? Where is the United Nations right here? Where are the humanitarian rights people? Where are they? Listen to what he says lastly, and I will change to a picture right here.
Viver ou mourir. É assim. Viver ou malta. É assim. Nós somos não é ladrão. Nós somos não é bandido. Nós somos não é vagabundo.
We're not people from the streets. We're not, we're not criminals. So these are the people, and it's repeating exactly the same thing. These are the people that are getting stopped now. There's operations that there's inspection points that they're stopping people right now. And there's operations where they are stopping people, which, certainly the National Guard of Mexico knows that they are going to have a big problem. The big problem is going to be if the United States does not resolve this in an immediate factor, in an immediate way, immediately, they need to resolve this. They need to give a statement, or they need to have a conversation with the other side of the government, that is the government of Acuña. They need to have a mutual conversation, a mutual agreement of what they are going to do with all this massive people. If the government of the United States does not have a communication factor with the government of Mexico, this is going to create a collapse on that particular part of Del Rio. And I'm not even mistakenly joking. This people is 15,000 plus migrants that they are located underneath a bridge. And if the Biden administration does not resolve this in an immediate factor to say, you know what, this is what we're going to do. We're going to accept and then deport, or we are going to house. Okay. And if we're not going to house, let the Mexican government resolve it. How is the Mexican government going to resolve this? The Mexican government does not have, Ciudad Acuña does not have a place to house and to shelter 15,000+. And also, ultimately, where are the people that they are causing this effect? The Mexican government, the Mexican president. Where is the Mexican president right now giving a statement about this massive situation and this collapse of the border of Ciudad Acuña? How do you guys think that the Ciudad Acuña citizens feel? How do you guys think that Ciudad Acuña citizens feel? Imagine how the Mexican citizens feel right now at this particular point. That they have a massive, massive influx in their border. So they need to have a communication between two governments. For everybody that is watching, thank you for joining in. Oscar Blue for Border Network News, live at Facebook and YouTube. Share this video out. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom of the link, and also our PayPal. Thank you for contributing to our travel fund. Thank you so much. Now, a lot of people have been given misinformation of what is going on with this situation. The majority of these migrants have been awaiting here for months and months and months, some of them for years. And there's information that they're saying that these are people that they passed by a caravan on the 12th of September. That's false. The caravans that they were just recently organized and orchestrated were dismantled and disarticulated. This is not me. I was there, and ultimately there were all the other information outlets also there. It's not me. It was shown to the world. Not only that, the majority of these people are from Haiti. Vast majority of these people are from Haiti. The vast majority. So if these people are the vast majority from Haiti, how did they get here? A lot of the people are asking, how did they get here? They traveled 10 countries. And the majority of them, they stayed in their native countries. In those countries, they stayed on the traveling They stayed on Chile, they stayed on Ecuador, they stayed on Bolivia, they stayed on Peru, they stayed like la. So they have stayed and they have also worked in those countries. But ultimately, their purpose is, I don't like it in Chile, I will move to another country. I don't like it in Colombia, I will move to Venezuela. I don't like it in Venezuela. I will move to Ecuador. I don't like it in Ecuador. I will move to Peru. I don't like it to Peru. I will move to Panama. I don't like it to Panama. I will look to Bolivia. I don't like it in Bolivia. I will look to Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua. So all the way, they move, they migrate little by little. So they stay, they work, they save up money, and then they migrate to another country. They work, they save up money, and they migrate. A lot of them, they migrate directly. A lot of them have money to migrate directly. They have the resource and they have the source to give them money that is ultimately family members from the United States, or they sold. They sold their properties in their native countries. But let's get the information straight. According to the Institute National of Immigration, the majority of these people that they're located right there are the majority of them, and I'm talking about 80 to 90% majority, are from Haiti. And from different parts of Africa. You got Congo, Cameroon. You got all these people. And they're getting stopped at this particular point. That is San Fernando. As I just shown you right here in an interview with a migrant, that it was a stop in San Fernando. And this part of San Fernando, it is a municipal city that connects to Tamaulipas. The municipal city that connects to Tamaulipas has had a lot of problems. This is a picture that it was delivered to us of how it looked yesterday evening. This is an unbelievable picture. Let me just show you right here. Let me put it on the screen right here real quick, right here. Look at this picture, man. It's an unbelievable picture right here as the military has arrived on the other side. It's an unbelievable picture right here. After I finish this live feed, you guys go to where Anthony is going to be broadcasting the whole day as he did a whole marathon of 5 hours yesterday, giving you guys coverage of what the medical attention has been happening in the particular part, as a lot of the people are getting medical attention. Also information that is, wow, man, I was wowed with this information that he gave his audience, and he gave all of us, that a doctor from a particular hospital is saying that in the United States, they're saying that a lot of the women, the migrant women, are having their children in the hospital. A lot of them, they're coming with, and a lot of them, they have COVID. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The level of insecurity and the level of incompetence from the Biden administration is just incredible in terms to the immigration factor. This is another one of how it looks. Look at this, man. Holy cow. This is incredible. Look at this one. And as the situation is exacerbated and is surpassing the authorities of Mexico, the live feed that I just put right now says the National Guard says that there's a lot of people coming. The National Guard released a statement yesterday that a lot of the people are coming through the Gulf of Mexico. They haven't released no video of people being stopped in boats or people being stopped at the jungles, but it's not particularly in Tapachula. They're talking about the map that I just shown you of these particular parts that I will show you again right now in a moment. And I will show you how all these places, they're connected to the Gulf of Mexico. This is why Tapachula is not the only port of entry. This is why we want, we want to keep showing you guys how all these ports of entry, they're affecting our country. This is our map. Now, you see right here, Chiapas. Right there. That is where we have traveled more than 6 times. 6 times already. A border that connects to Guatemala, you see right there. Right? This is another country that they go through, Belize. And they enter to Quintana Roo. They can enter through here. They can enter to Cancun, through Mérida, that is the capital of Yucatan. They have entered through Campeche. That's another state. They have entered to Tabasco. That's another one. They have entered to Veracruz. That's another port of entry. They have entered also, if you go all the way and look where is the next state that it connects, because Veracruz is all this state. All of this is Veracruz. All of this. They have entered to Tampico. They have entered to Tamaulipas. That is another state that is where San Fernando, the municipal city, connects to the ocean. And Tamaulipas, it is connected to Matamoros. That is another city that they have entered to also from the Gulf, or they walk this route, all this route through the coast of the Golfo de Mexico. Matamoros, Reynosa, there is a border that connects to who? Connects to McAllen. Also, you go a little bit to the north, Nuevo León. There is a border that connects to Laredo. Also, you got Edinburgh. You got Harlingen. You got Mission. You got Zapata right here, the borders. You got Roma, Texas right here, a border that Anthony has visited quite some time. Got Rio Grande City. Got Las Palmas. You got San Ignacio. All these places, if you go separate a little bit, this is the state of Nuevo León. Nuevo León connects to Laredo. And finally, where the problem is located at, that is the state of Coahuila, right here, that connects to Ciudad Acuña, Piedras Negras, Ciudad Acuña, right here. Where the problem is located at, this is the river, as you see, that is Del Rio. So this is kind of like the map of how this catastrophe of this mass migration, it is not only entering through this part. Now, this is a really exclusive, this is really good map. So a lot of these migrants, they say that they have traveled to 10 countries. A lot of the migrants from Haiti. A lot of them, they traveled through Chile. One of them right here. One. Also, they have said Bolivia right there. 2. They have traveled. A lot of them, they have lived in Brazil. 3. 4, Ecuador. 5, 4, Peru. 5, Ecuador. 6, Colombia. 7, they go through the canal of El Darién. Let me just focus right here. Right here. Panama, the canal El Darién is one of the most dangerous places to migrate all the way to Costa Rica. Trying to find it right here. It is one of the most dangerous places also with the Mediterranean Sea. This place that is called El Darién, Panama, the Darien Gap. It is one of the most dangerous places with the Mediterranean Sea that connects to Malta, Italy. The 2 most dangerous places for migrations It is El Darién, Panama, in the one that is in the Mediterranean Sea that connects to Italy, Malta. Costa Rica, another country that they migrate. Then they go up to Nicaragua. They pass through Nicaragua. They land on Honduras. From here, they can go directly to Guatemala or they go down to El Salvador. They use this route because they are migrating through the west side. So they go through El Salvador. From El Salvador, they can use two routes. They can go to Guatemala. A lot of these people go to Belize. And from Belize, they can go around. They can go to Quintana Roo. They can go to Cancun. They can go to Mérida. They can migrate around through Campeche, through the places that I just shown you that they're close to the Gulf of Mexico. But no, a lot of them they use to go through Guatemala. And if they go through Guatemala, you guys know which is the next state that we have been in for quite some time. That is right here on the bottom, you will see Tapachula. That is the port that has been completely ambushed and also inflated by the massive caravans. Practically, we're talking about, if we go counting each country, and if the migrants that I have interviewed in Tapachula, we go by countries. 1, Chile. 2, Bolivia. 3, Peru. 4, Brazil. 4, Brazil. 5, Ecuador. 6, Colombia. 7, Venezuela. 8, Panama. 9, Costa Rica. 10, Nicaragua. 11, Honduras. 12, Guatemala. 13, Mexico. A lot of these people, they migrated 10 plus countries. And we have the interview of every single one migrant that has come from Haiti. Not every single one, but a lot of the migrants that they have come from Haiti, that they have said from how many countries they have migrated. Now, a lot of these migrants, they have stayed in different countries to work. This gives them the option that they could have stayed in that country and worked. But ultimately, they keep looking for a better opportunity every time that they migrate to another country. They know that the best country that they can stay financially is Chile and also Brazil. There's not a good opportunities in Peru. There's good opportunities in Colombia, but when they touch this Central America part, that is the triangle between Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, also Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, they know that this opportunity, it is not profitable for us. So ultimately, when migrants are leaving Colombia, and also this is another part where they're migrating from the Dominican Republic. I forgot about this. Cuba also migrates to the Dominican Republic. And ultimately, a lot of the migrants that they are coming from Cuba, they come all the way to Cancun, as you guys can see right here. From Cuba, they escape and they go directly to Cancun. It's really close right here to Cancun. La Habana, Cuba, look. It's really close to Cancun in Mexico. So a lot of the migrants that they're coming in, a lot of them, they come on the boat. Now, this Dominican Republic and Haiti, look how close it is also. A lot of them, they migrate directly from the Dominican Republic. They land right here in Curacao. That is the border that has been completely inflated, an enormous influx with Colombia. Right here, these two borders. Barranquilla, Santa Marta. So a lot of the migrants that they're coming in from Haiti and Dominican Republic, their first option to land is right here. So ultimately, they go down and they search for a better opportunity of jobs. So a lot of them, they take the south route. A lot of them, they take the north route. Huge. Whew. My God. How exhausting. It's unbelievable, the journey that these individuals, they take when they tried, to get to the United States. So going back to the main information, the National Guard of Mexico right now, yesterday gave out a statement saying that they are planning And there's also speculation that there's a big migration going on right now, and they're going to try to go in through the Gulf of Mexico or through the sea. It is specifically because of the Biden administration telling people that they were not going to be deported to Haiti. So this, enormously created an emotion of hope for the migrants from Haiti to start migrating all the way to the border. Ultimately, their number one border was Acuña, that is the border that connects to Del Rio. But how they got that idea, how in the hell they got the idea that Acuña was going to be their number one purpose, why they did not spread all over the borders. Something must have happened. Somebody had to organize this and orchestrated this to a perfection where every single one right now is having the idea that Acuña, the port of entry that connects to Del Rio, it is the number one option. I don't know. Before I leave, I don't know how the migrants are going to take the option when they realize that they are not going to be allowed into Mexico, into the United States. As you guys have seen, the necessity and the catastrophe of this migration was created by the United Nations. But ultimately, that necessity has also, and I was present, and I was right there, as migrants are extremely aggressive. They threw rocks, they hurt National Guard officials, and also there was a confrontation between National Guard officials using excessive force to some migrants, that they were aggressive to the National Guard and also ultimately through the Institute National of Immigration Officers. So this, you know what is going to happen. If this doesn't get resolved quick, immediately, they're taking a long time to resolve this. This needs to be handled immediately. There's people that they are in huge necessity in that camp. And this is going to be a huge responsibility for the two governments, Mexico and ultimately the United States government. Where is the mayor of Ciudad Acuña also giving a statement? Where is the Mexican president? Where is somebody in the Biden administration? For God's sake, where's Alejandro Mayorkas, the head chief of the Department of Homeland Security? Where is he? Where is he? Where are all these people right now? They're hiding. So this is going to be critical today. Give you word of advice and a heads up. The whole day, Real Anthony Agüero is going to be broadcasting in the port of Del Rio, Texas, giving you guys exclusive information of what is going to happen the whole day in that particular camp right there. And if things start to get a little bit accelerated, it is because they are going to start removing. I don't know if the National Guard is going to go in effect because it's international waters. They cannot surpass a property that is international waters between the United States and Mexico. But the Mexican government cannot hold them back in international waters. And ultimately, the United States of America cannot go into international waters also, or international property between two countries. So it's a really strategic place that it was put there, not by just the migrants. They're in that particular location exclusively with the direction of somebody that directed all this massive of influx into that particular point. Let's see what the strategy is by the United States government, and let's see what the strategy is by the Mexican government as if they are going to be receiving them in our country of Mexico. Where are we going to put all these people? God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining in. Buy me a coffee's on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and broadcasting, thank you so much. for our travel fund. Also, our PayPal is pinned on the bottom. Thank you so much. God bless you all. We will be traveling soon to show you the massive influx that is happening in our country. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Telegram. Also follow Burro Negro News, Instagram, Telegram, and Facebook. And also go right now and follow Real Anthony Agüero as he is live in Instagram or YouTube, one of them two. He's going to be live Instagram, YouTube, Rumble. He has multiple platforms. So go over there and follow him. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.
Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and he has... What do you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.